Hello everyone, I'm so pleased to be here this morning with you. I'm a bit chuffed because of one or two of our newcomers who've come to the group of showing the work and they're copying mine, which is lovely. I mean, they're not mine, they're theirs, what they're doing, and they're really lovely. And when you Arnold is giving advice to others, because everyone needs advice, and newcomers, and in our group I like people to say things like what paints they use, how they find them, like this and that. You don't have to be an artist really. All you have to do is enjoy yourself and mention to other people what you're doing. Now, what I was just thinking of doing with you today, see, I don't mind you copying, you know, that's what you're here for, copying. Copy as much as you want. Now, what am I trying to do? I've been sketching away here, can you see? And I was thinking of something like a snow scene, but it'll have to be in one colour, wouldn't it? A snow scene. I'll start with wetting it. This is a hake painting, by the way. And this brush is really beautiful. It's a really beautiful brush. It's very soft for a hake. It feels more like a badger. It could be badger hair, but it's really lovely. Anyway, I put water on there, which we do, you know, and watch it to see how it's progressing. Sorry. Now, what I'll have to do, if it's a snow scene, I'm just going to try this grey here, paint grey. It's not very grey painting, is it? So let's put a bit of blue with it. It's not like a bluey grey at all, it's more like a black, too much black in it. So there we are. Now I put a little bit of blue in this grey because it doesn't seem to be bluey enough. Now what will we do with her? Now if we're going to have a snow scene, we must leave snow. Oh, I'm not started yet, and we must leave snow, eh? Oh, there we are. Now, this is snow at both sides with the solid snow in the centre. Now, I'll wash this out now, this brush, and have a piece of rag across the armchair here. It's a wooden one, so it won't get soaked. And then I'm going to take some of this out like this. You know, don't use your armchair if it's a worsted one or something like that. Now, there we started. Now, the sky, I'll put a bit more blue in. It's supposed to be a grey colour, but we'll let it go for once, eh? Now, we'll have to put... Now, be careful because if it's we're going to do a snow scene, and we're going to put some nice trees in. You won't see the trees if we put all this all over, will we? So let's just do that bit like that, and we won't put it all over. We'll just get the hairdryer out and just blow it over. And there's a space in the snow, and there's, now wait a minute, there's a lot of trees a good way away in the distance, like this. Now, I don't know about this because sometimes, you know, it does go a lot lighter, especially if you've had any dampness at all. Now this I want up to there, and I want it clean cut here, as for this is a snow line, can you see there? I want to make that into a snow line. Now over here, this is the path we're going through, and over here on this side is it's grasses. But what's happened is they've got snow in it, you know, in these patches of grass, and it's making it like this. See? Perhaps you've got a big lump there, so we can have it like that. And the same, let's balance it up on the other side. On this side here, but we'll just have it like that. And what you get sometimes, you'll get some of these trees here will throw a cast. They will throw a cast on the snow, so let's have a faint cast here. I'm just going to blow my nose, I'm sorry. I'll cut it out though. Oh, I'm sorry. I may cut that bit out, but while we're watching this, I don't want to spoil it. So this is this grass is here. It's just showing faint bits of snow. Now just over this side, what was I had idea was, I think what we can do is bring some more distant trees a little bit nearer. I'm putting some blue in this blackish colour. I want a warmer grey than that what's on, so I'm putting some blue in it. Now, if we have some, we'll put some distant trees. Again, wait a minute, let's just have it a little bit. I want it a bit more, same as this other colour, so I'll have to put a bit more grey in it. And I'm going to try and get this perhaps a little bit back, but, or a little bit forward it would be, wouldn't it, if it was stronger? And it would only be a fraction forward, wouldn't it, these trees here? Just that fraction. Same on this side. You may have a strong one here, but so I'll put this here, just a fraction in front of that. Like that. Now we'll just wash our brush out, and I'll just get a little bit of burnt umber and a bit of yellow, like burnt umber, and let's just see. Just get some. I know I'm cheating a bit, putting a bit of burnt umber in on there. And there we are. Now we dry that off, but we want some colour in just about the same as this in some of the low lying bits on the grass. Don't we? Like that. Now that is a little bit not farther forward enough, so we'll have a light bit there. This is a little bit lighter, just a toucher, you know, where it's like what they call tonal values. One has to be a bit lighter than the other, then a bit darker. As I want to come underneath these little bits of grasses sticking up yonder, a little bit darker. So just let that dry a little bit forward, just to make our eyes have a bit of 3D. So here we go. So what we can do is we'll just we won't be too heavy. What I mean, too much leafage there. Now that'll give us one tree. Here too, we'll have a tree there as well, just for the variety. Yeah, I'm so pleased that one of our animals is putting some of mine on, the one or two of the last one, that last one that I did, and it's, oh, I love it, that, because that's what we need. That's I'm talking about in our chatting room. It is a chat room in a way, and where you show your paintings and that. It's that's what it's for. It's not for me really, is it? I want you to learn this loose painting. There's not enough doing it. Well, in my type of way. A minute, we're going wrong here, aren't we? See, when we're coming back, we're coming forward. I hadn't got it quite forward enough then. Now, these different colours of grey, it's called tonal value. Now then, I'm going to put you some these are the trunks of the trees we're putting in now. So we're keeping it dark, really dark, these trunks. You could put a little bit of brown in it if you wanted. Anything, just knock it off a dark colour if you wanted, but we'll stick with our black. Now I'm holding this sideways. Not many people hold the brush sideways, but I can control it, straightening it up and changing the shape of the branch. Maybe these trees would be more straight like that, but it doesn't matter, we'll do it this way. Now then, one here, isn't it? Now that one's been a little bit wider there, see, and then now then, careful here. Isn't it funny how I do trees? I used to watch them do trees, you know, when I was in an art group, like, or when these artists came and that, and I used to watch them. They were so good at trees. I could never do it same. I don't think my trees are anything like what they do. I think one bloke, he spent about 2 months doing a tree, just an old tree what were broken. I think that was to get him through his. I've used a bit of artistic license. I mean, you could have a fir tree there. And the fir tree would be a lot easier for you, wouldn't it? This is a smaller one. Now you must keep it. I can't put light blue in now, in the shadows. You understand that, don't you? Even in the. I mean, it all looks very nice with blue in sometimes. Just put a little bit of dark in there. Well, there you are. Not quite what I wanted. It's just out of it. Sorry about that, it's not quite good enough. I know what I've done. It's the design's wrong. Bring the right hand tree over to the centre more, will you, when you're painting it. Just bring it over another 1.5 inches this way to the centre, so it'll be like centralised more. And then you'll see there'll be a big difference in it. It'll be right for you then. Thanks for looking in. We'll put that on anyway and see how it goes. Sometimes I'd leave it and do another one, but it'll do. Now I'll go and take a picture of it for putting on first. Thanks for subscribing and looking in. Take care.